both parents as well as the participant. Welcome to this session today. Our objective today is actually is to broadly showcase to you what we have in store for the next 52 weeks, next 51 weeks. Today we are starting, and also give a brief introduction about the mentors. Some of the mentors have been able to join. Other mentors who are in different time zones, obviously they have not been able to join. But I'm sure all of them will contribute in a big way in terms of giving you a lot of the insight from their experiences. And also the topics are going to be very, very interesting for all of you. So I will share my screen. Just give me a second. So, children, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for being with us today on this program. This is a journey for next 1 year approximately, and during this time, every week, every Sunday, we'll try to connect. We'll connect, not try. We'll connect every Sunday at 11 o'clock till 12 p.m. and take you through some of the very interesting topics, which I'm sure will be a lot of value addition for all of you. So here is the method. So the method is going to be that for 1 hour, the 1 hour has been split into three parts. The first part is basically to make you understand about a particular concept. So that's basically the concept familiarization. The second part is peer interaction, where we encourage you to start, interacting within the peer group, as well as you can interact and ask questions to your participants and also the mentors. And the third part is basically self-learning, and self-learning is not that we are going to give you some homework to do during the week. Of course, there will be some, but this third part is basically for you to write down in your own way what you have understood about that particular subject, and share it in the private group. We have created a private group, which the details of which we will share. And in that, you can actually share your learnings for that particular subject. Okay, so this is the method of every program. And post class, obviously, there'll be private video which will be shared. Of course, this would be available on the private channel, and a private community, basically as something like the Facebook group. We will have that, and all those details we'll share in a matter of time. Before we move on to subject, let me introduce you to the distinguished panel of mentors who are going to be part of this program, starting with Mr. Naveen Badrinarayan. Naveen sir has joined. Naveen sir, can you switch on your camera and briefly introduce about yourself?
Good morning. Very good morning to everyone. So I'm Naveen Badrinarayan here. And, I always keep telling Mishra sir, and it's really an honor to be a part of this panel where we are going to be dealing with a lot of, topics. But before we do anything, I want to tell you guys that, at least none of us here have come here to bore you with any lecture or give you any gyan. So no gyan out here. We want this session to be interactive. That means all of us are going to interact. All of us are going to talk a lot, because what I believe, and let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I come from the Indian Navy. And before the Indian Navy, I used to be a student like most of you are here. And so that means we all have gone through the stage that you have gone through. And, as a student, I was a very good student. I was, preparing for my engineering, and I could not make it into the IIT, but then I got into the Navy as an engineer. And after I got into the Navy as an engineer, I continued my journey in the Navy as a submariner. So I have been on submarines as a chief engineer. I have gone into design of submarine systems. I have worked across the world on submarine design. And, after that, after spending about 25 years in the Navy, I decided to come out on my own to do something unique and just close to my heart. and which was to work with youth like you. That means my passion was to energize youth, to give them the direction. When you all started this video, you heard this shloka, Purna Madaha, Purna Vidam. You know what it means? Anybody in this audience knows what this poem, what this mantra means? I would like to listen from you. Anybody here? So tell me, Prithvi, what do you understand by this? So Prithvi has stood on his camera, so I'm asking Prithvi, what do you think it means? This Purna Madaha, Purna Vidam, Purna word comes there. What do you mean by that?
Sir, I don't know the shloka, but I think Purna can refer to full, Pura like
Beautiful.
full.
Absolutely right. Perfect, Prithvi. Amazing. But you know what does Purna means? You're right, Prithvi. You said it means full. Rather, the full can be expanded to mean infinite. And what is my belief is that each one of us out there, whether you are young, old, or wherever, whatever, every human being out there has got infinite potential. Infinite potential. Now we are here to tap into this infinite potential and make us believe that we have infinite potential. The whole purpose of this exercise is that all of us here are going to interact with each other, extract that infinite potential that we have, make us believe that we have infinite potential, and how to use this infinite potential in the world. And remember, this life of ours, like I explained to you my life, I've been into a journey of studying like you, then got into the Navy as an engineer, got out of the Navy, and for the last 8 years, I was a director in a company called Vidhya, where I've been doing research, product design, training of mentors. So 8 years of my life I spent into psychometrics, into understanding children, understanding nature, training people to become mentors. And now I have come out of there and I'm doing something on my own. So what I'm trying to tell you people is that life is a beautiful journey. And what is very important in this journey is each one of us has got so much of potential that we can implement that potential in the world. How to do it? With a lot of knowledge, with a lot of data points, with a lot of energy, with a lot of enthusiasm is what this whole session is going to be about. Okay. So career is not about taking up an education and taking a degree. That's a very small part of your career. Career is a beautiful journey of life, and you have different phases in your life. Today, you're doing a student life. Tomorrow, you will have a life of a young professional. Along with that, you will have a married life. You will be taking responsibilities of a family. You'll be a responsible citizen of the world. You will have to do a lot of work for the country. You will have to do a lot of work for the world. And that is where this integration part is very important. That means it is not just about getting a job and earning money. It is about having a purpose. It's about, working with passion. It is about working with enthusiasm. And that is what I am going to be covering in your 52 weeks. I'm going to be talking a lot about, dealing a lot with building values, building habits, understanding life, understanding how to do it. And let me tell you, interestingly, another facet of me, which I did not mention, is I also am a passionate long distance runner. And you know what? When I was in school like you, when I was in a school, I never used to run. In fact, I used to hate running and I never liked it. And then what happened is I somehow, because I wanted to be an engineer, I got into the Navy and the Navy trained me. And in the Navy, I struggled. I just could not run for 3.5 years. My training was so tough. I struggled and struggled and struggled and struggled. And, after I became an officer, after I, started living my life, around 35 years of age, I started to take on long distance. And I don't know what happened. I went for mountaineering, I did my long distance running, and I picked up. And you know what? I started running marathons. And imagine, today I am running faster than most of my course-mates who were athletes when they were young. So what I'm trying to bring out is each one of us out there have got potential where we can do whatever we want to do. Okay. And the age doesn't matter. Time doesn't matter. You don't need to fix yourself saying that I should only do this in life or only do that in life. You must know that you have a passion inside you and you should ignite that passion. And you should start living life with full energy and enthusiasm. And that is what, we are all here trying to get you to think. And that will only happen when we all open out to each other, we talk to each other, and we interact with each other. And you must question everything. You must, because see, if somebody told me, you cannot run, you are not capable of doing this. Somebody say, you cannot do this. It's all bullshit. You can do everything in life. If you decide you want to do something, you make your mind up and you start putting your energy into it, results are bound to come. And that's the way we need to live life. We need to focus on life with full energy, passion, enthusiasm. And that's what we are bringing to the table in the next 52 weeks. And so welcome you all to this beautiful journey, and let us have a lot of interactive sessions and let us learn from each other. Thank you so much. Over to you, Dr. Mishra.
Thank you so much, sir. Fantastic as ever. I had the privilege of always listening to Naveen sir during my journey with Dhea. So it's a great honor to have you on this panel, sir. Thank you so much. And I'm sure the young students as well as the other participants who have joined us to learn about this will greatly benefit from your interactions. Thank you. With that, I welcome Mr. R.K. Boddu.
Yeah, can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good morning, everybody.
Very good morning.
Okay, wonderful. And good to see you all. And thank you for all joining here and taking time out. And you know what? Those who have already started that today, that means they've already taken a step ahead in their life to groom themselves, in a holistic way. And I'm glad that Mishra ji has worked out this wonderful plan for about the next 52 weeks to help all the youngsters here. And I'm elated to be part of this journey. So quick background about me. By now, as you all know, my name is Ramakrishna and I'm a mentor. I also claim myself as a trainer and speaker for some good reasons. Probably you will get to know as we interact in the weeks to come. So I come from an information technology background, spent over 18 years in the field of IT and transformed myself into a career mentoring and career counseling space. So I'm a practicing mentor now actively. I see Sonia Prasad, ma'am, I don't know. You're still with Oak Ridge, I hope, ma'am, yes?
I am. I have joined today with my daughter who will be attending this program, and I'm very happy that she will be mentored by such excellent mentors.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you are also one already. So she's getting an extended. So thank you.
But
thank
children
you,
don't
Sonia.
listen to their parents. That's the irony.
Yeah. I know there's a saying, a neem tree in your backyard is of no use. It doesn't get used for a medicine. So that's always there as a parent challenge. So anyways, so getting back, thank you, ma'am, for joining in and getting your daughter here. Wonderful.
Thank you.
So, sir. Yeah, as I said, I've been practicing this mentoring and career counseling over the last 5 years, and I've been doing a similar trainings. I wouldn't say it as a training, similar learning workshops with starting even 5-year-old children. I've been doing that. It's really wonderful. Like Naveen sir mentioned that it's going to be a mutual learning. It is not a one side monologue kind of it. Don't think that we are all going to give you something that you're going to store it in your minds. We are going to learn from each other so that you will cherish it and you will enhance your learning. That's the whole idea. And I congratulate all of you. Please do tell your near and dear and then encourage them to be part of this journey. So they would benefit a long, way in their lives, in their careers. More than career, it's about life. How holistically you're growing as an individual. And this 52-week program is going to be a wonderful experience on that note. And I once again thank you, all of you, and I congratulate all the youngsters joining here. And Mishra ji, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramakrishna ji. Thank you very much. Now, can I request Ananya, madam?
Yeah. So, good morning to all of you here. And I'm joining you from Gurgaon. And as my profile speaks, I have been into teaching and into pedagogical research for quite some time now. And I specialize in boards of in the different curriculum of of the country, means that we have in our country, be it international curriculum or the domestic curriculum. So here I welcome you all the participants today into the program. And I'm also a trained career counselor, as most of you are here. And it's just this, we'll get to know each other with each passing hour, each passing day. And here we are together for a year now. So it means we'll be together for a year. Yeah, Sachi Singh, you are a parent, right? Sachi, you're muted.
she's basically a counselor. She has joined
Oh,
us
okay.
to
As a
learn.
mentor?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've joined as a participant. I'm a career counselor.
Career counselor as well. So, Manasvi, you are in grade 8, you said.
I'm going to go to grade 8.
Okay. And then Ekjot, so where are you joining from, Ekjot?
So yeah, I'm also joining from Gurgaon. And
Oh, that's great.
just
And
a
then
final student from animation and multimedia, basically.
wonderful, wonderful. So what are you looking at when you're looking at this program, Ekjot?
Yeah, so just right now we're just having a little bit confusion in regard to our career option, like basically where to follow up for job placement and stuff like that in animation and multimedia, basically because in regard to guidance and career counseling specifically for this field, we just got basically neglected from our universities. There
Yes.
was a career program, and they were supposed to provide career counseling before placements and 8th semester, before the start of internship semester. But now after COVID, post-COVID, everything is just gone. Like literally just gone. When the entire classroom was shifted from actual classroom to Zoom, half of the career counseling stuff and major counseling in regard to our field was reduced a lot. So there is a lot of confusion from where to catch up on and how to go further.
I
So
hope,
that's
I believe you benefit a lot from this session. I believe
yeah,
that,
I'm just
the more you
trying to
open up to
grasp
us,
a basic knowledge of how to move forward in regard to any career, specifically
wonderful.
placements and stuff.
Wonderful. So stay
Yeah.
with us. I believe you'll believe in the days to come, you'll gain a lot from this platform. And Prithvi, so what are you looking at when you're there with us today?
I see a future.
Okay.
I see a future that is a set of highly trained people are going to help me find like what place I fit best as a career or as a person in life.
Okay. Wonderful. So Prithvi, you're in grade 10. You said
Yes.
yes. So this is the right time for you to be with us. I believe you'll gain a lot from our sessions. So welcome. Yes. Anurup? Okay.
I'm
Akshay.
joining from Pacific island called Samoa.
Okay,
Okay.
this is interesting.
Follow Indian curriculum. They follow Samoa. I mean, not Samoa. New Zealand curriculum.
Okay, you follow the New Zealand curriculum. So what are the subjects you have chosen? Which grade are you in?
8.
Okay. So Anurup, what are you looking at when you have planned to dedicate 52 Sundays to us? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at what my 8 children are looking at.
Okay, we'll come back to you, Anurup.
Okay.
We'll come back to you.
Just to give a background about Anurup and Akshay. Akshay is actually my classmate from grade 1. So we started together in 1979 in grade 1. So Akshay is a doctor. He works with UN, and right now he's in a small island called Samoa, right? It is.
Yes,
It's in the Pacific Ocean near New Zealand. So they are joining us from there today.
Wonderful. Welcome on board. So this is what it is. So we will be talking about a lot of pedagogical approaches into learning in the coming days that will make things easier for you all. We are going to talk about career alternatives or career options rather. First options, then alternatives. And that's all what we are going to. And I believe a lot of interesting things in store, Dr. Mishra.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, quite a bit. We will quickly go through that as well.
Yes.
And before we do that, can I request Shekhar ji to introduce yourself?
Namaskar, everybody. Good morning and good evening to Anurup from Samoa. Good evening, good night. But you're 7.5 ahead of us.
Yeah, we are in the good evening hours actually now.
Okay, then good. Okay, cool. So that we have people from across all over the world, because those who are in the night zone are not yet able to join us, but I'm sure we have them during these episodes. So my name is Shekhar Karanje, and I am a academically qualified engineer. Academically, professionally, well, I have done starting from call centers to reading contracts, about law, doing governance, and finally I ended up into a space called consulting and advisory. So that is something that I found extremely interesting, and for the last I think 18 odd years, I have realized that that is flair. So consulting and advisory. The advantage that I understood being in consulting and advisory is, one, you've got to know, I mean, when I say you, I mean whoever in that field as a consultant, as an advisor, has to know more than the person who he or she is going to advise or provide his or her consultation to. That means the learning curve is very short. You don't have the luxury of time to understand everything that is there to understand, which person you are going to advise or provide consultation to would have spent long number of years. So the learning curve is short, and you have to have an interest, you have to have a going on to the depth to understand that. So that is what I like doing, and I realized that is my passion, so I got deep into it. And because of that, I realized my calling of life also. And Dr. Mishra, Naveen sir, RK Boddu, I am so proud to say, because they are all my colleagues, So as Naveen sir mentioned, he was a part of there, and I was kind of trained by Naveen sir. He is my mentor from there. So that is something that I'm so proud that today I am where I am is major contribution belongs to Naveen sir. He may choose to take credit for it. And it was also he who founded there. So that passion, that spark that within me, this was like 3 years, 4 years, I think, yeah, 5 years ago, 2018, 5 years ago. Since then, it has been burning. I never found the real reason why I like consulting and advisory, but when I got in touch with these people, I realized that, and they resonate with the same frequency, rather more intense. So I'm, catching the fire. There's a saying that you are known by, you are an average of the most people spend your time with.
Yeah.
This is a very important saying or quote. I don't know who said it, but I remember the quote. You are an average of most people you spend your time with. That means if you are glass of cold water, but if you are put in a hot environment like the desert of Rajasthan, naturally you will lose your cool, right? You will become room temperature very soon. And if you're a glass of hot water kept in one of the poles or the south poles, you will become cold. So you got to be very careful about who your company is, not just human beings, but what you see, what you read, what you listen, what you speak. So these are the things that I have learned during my journey as a consultant, as an advisor, and that brings me to my professional qualification. Professional qualification. I'm a mentor. I realize that I've been a mentor. I like teaching. I like helping people find their goals. I like helping people, like Naveen sir said, identifying their potential and helping them see their potential. Not just helping them see, but helping them believe that they can equally achieve great, that the world otherwise been in them until that point in time. So I believe making little mercenaries, you can call me, that's who makes little mercenaries. And not just find the sword or the the shields around them. They are deep down, they will be mercenaries. They'll stand up for themselves. So that's something that I've been doing for the last, I think, 5 years, 6 years. And I work with a lot of schools, a lot of colleges, a lot of students, a lot of parents. And most importantly, at the drop of a hat, when people like Mishraji, Naveen sir, Boddu sir, they all ask for my participation, I'm always there. Why? Because these kind of initiatives that we have all come together for, I'm sure a lot of school teachers will agree that our school education does not provide these kind of skills. And this skill that you're going to learn in the next 50 years is called as life skills, which no syllabus contains. Why? Because life does not come with syllabus. Does it? Life, the whole life is the syllabus. It will give you problems which life knows that you are ready to handle, but you may not know to handle the problem at that age. So you learn. That is why I consider life as the greatest teacher. Do you agree?
Yes.
Anurup, Manasvi,
Yes.
Prithvi, do you agree? Life is the greatest teacher.
Yes, sir.
So we're all learners here. We are all learners. And I'm not somebody who knows more than you. I'm also going to learn something that you might have to share. Why? All of us see and think from different perspectives. And every time there is something new for everybody to learn, provided we are looking to learn, we are seeking to learn. We should be a constant student of learning. So with that, I end my introduction. I would be glad to associate with you for the next 52 years, 52 weeks. Well, I wish 52 years. So, and share a lot of things that I have experienced. I'm sure none of us is going to be able to teach anybody anything, but we are to share our experiences with everybody. And in that is the learning. Right? So thank you so much, Miji. And thank you so much, and all the other participants for giving me the time to share my views.
Okay. Before I move on to my profile, can we also request Varnika? I think she has not spoken.
I'm joining this call from Hyderabad and I've just completed my 10th grade.
Okay.
So my purpose for joining this is to know about different topics.
Okay, great. Welcome, Varnika.
Thank you.
So quickly, just to tell them, tell the audience about Bibaswan Ghoshal is somebody who's from the health industry. He'll be joining us from Canada. He's based out of Toronto. Then Vidhya madam is based out of Pune. She's also a career counselor. Anindya Ghosh is based in Canada as well. He is basically into market research. He's a specialized professional into that. Mr. Atul Raja is a professional for 35 plus years. He's a marketing specialist. And of course, you have heard about R.K. Boddu and Ananya. Then Madhusudhan is from Bangalore, and he's a specialist in the financial planning. So something which is also equally important. Rakesh Jain will join us from USA. He's into basically IT. So he currently works with Google as Google's infrastructure group technical program manager. You've heard from Shekhar already. So Surya Tomar is somebody who is based in Singapore right now. He is pursuing his double masters right now in the sustainable energy. Again, a very important topic for the future. So very relevant for our young generation to know about. And lastly, it's me. So I have worked for about 22 years in the corporate with a couple of multinational companies, primarily into construction equipment. But so in mid of 2021, I decided to move on and start something new. And at that point of time, honestly, I didn't know what exactly to do. But I was very clear as to what I didn't want to do. So that's how my journey of this coaching and mentoring and other businesses started. And here I am. We are together for this journey for next 52 weeks. And I think I've heard from everybody about the program, and it's going to be very interesting. So in the next 15 odd minutes, I will try to take you through the broad contours of the program. So this is the plan. So the first program is going to be on 16th April, that is next Sunday. And you will see that what is the subject. So the subject is about practicing mind programming daily, how to do that. So we'll explain you the concept, and I'll be taking the class. And this is primarily for the students. Of course, parents are also welcome to be part of this. And next is how to choose the future identity. So this is going to be through by Mr. Shekhar, and both parents and students are required in this. Then next is choosing the career path, again by Shekhar. Then inculcating good habits. This is about what kind of physical habits. So some concept about yoga and its importance. So this will be done by Naveen sir on 7th May. Then this is uh, inculcating good habits, both mental as well as emotional. Again, Naveen sir will be taking this for students. Of course, wherever students are, obviously the students are the primary participant, but we welcome the parents always to attend these classes. Next is about daily journaling and for continuous improvement. Again, Mr. Naveen will be taking this. Then we are going to talk about financial and prudent financial planning. This will be done by Madhusudhan, who is basically a specialist in the financial planning part. Next is about global trends, very important topic. I keep talking about this in a lot of my presentations to schools and children. So I'll give a overview of the global trends in this class. Next is about how to get daily success. We will introduce this concept through a book as well. And Mr. Atul Raja is going to take this class on 11 June. So this is about digitization and how it is shaping the present and future of our existence. This will be done by Shekhar. Then how to practice incremental improvements daily, again to be done by Mr. Shekhar. The cycle of continuous learning, learn, unlearn, unlearn, learn again. So this is again a concept which will be introduced to you by Shekharji on 2nd July. Then we have a series on 21st century skills. So this is going to be the overview which Mr. R.K. Boddu will take. Then followed by the future of healthcare industry. This is to be done by Bibaswan Ghoshal, who will join us from Canada, 9 July. Building of a profile for the academia, basically profile building. A lot of it is quite important nowadays, especially with the new way of admission which are happening in the education system. We'll introduce to that. Then understanding IT beyond coding and social media. I think a lot of it, we just know about IT only through limited to what people do on coding and social media, but obviously there's a lot which goes behind it. So we'll introduce those concepts through Rakesh. Then how to think about future. I think it's very important as young people who are right now in the education and soon will be getting into careers in future. So they should be prepared to know how to think about future. So we will introduce this concept through Shekhar. And then I'll give an overview of the 21 lessons of 21st century. This is a introduction to this book as well, and also a summary of what this book talks about. We'll talk about that in this. Then Shekhar will take us through the design thinking, basically how to plan our thinking, how to construct our thinking. Very important subject. A lot of schools are also nowadays are adopting to this. Then Shekhar again comes for another activity which is on focus on action. So this is going to be introduced by Shekharji on this. Then we have the series again, which is more deep down into each subject, where Mr. Ramkrishna Boddu will take us through. The first one is critical thinking, and then creativity, then media literacy, technology or information literacy, adaptability, leadership, initiative, public speaking. I mean, I must give this introduction about Ramakrishna ji. He himself is a Toastmaster, so there cannot be a better person to talk about this subject on this panel. So he'll be taking us through this concept. Then communication, 21st century skill, communication skill. Then related to that, Bibaswan will take us through the understanding about how it is important to have a great communication skill in in a professional domain, especially with the digital age. And back again to Mr. Ramakrishna Boddu, he will take us through the social skills, then collaboration, then productivity, information literacy, and so on and so forth. Then I'll come back again on 10th December, where I'm going to take you through the importance of, we keep hearing about the world population and what's going to happen and so on and so forth. So I'll try to bring that context of world population and how it is important to understand that from the career point of view. Also, for young people like you, I think we need to understand what are the growing and declining jobs. Then why it is important to understand that in future, we will have less jobs and more of contracts. And I think this is something which we all have to understand very clearly. The future is shaping up like that. So both for parents and teachers, the students, it's important to understand. Then we will also understand what is managing multiple contracts, because the future is all about contracts, then how to manage contracts. Then we will start the new year 2024 with the concept of how to focus on one, which is daily, weekly, monthly, and for the year. So I hope that's going to give a good template for you for your next calendar year. Then decarbonization, this is one of the global trends, which I will earlier talk about overview, but this is more in detail about decarbonization and why it is important to understand and its impact on the future careers. Energy security, I think we don't realize this much in India, but I think across the Western world, especially, I think energy security is a big, big area of opportunity as well as concern. So we'll try to understand this concept both from Indian as well as world context. And now coming again back into the population. So here we will talk more in terms of how it is going to impact our future, especially with respect to both India as well as world population. Then we will look at how individuals are unique and what are the different strengths which we all have and what we can do to really harness. Of course, the entire program is to really bring to the fore your strengths, and we'll try to deal with this subject in this class. One more very important global trend is basically the world's aging population and its impact. It's estimated by 2030, about 1.4 billion people will become more than 60-year-old. And that will have a huge impact on the future of careers also. So we will try to look at in more detail about that subject during this class. Regarding this one, I have not put a specific date because I thought wherever there is a specific need, we will have a dedicated class in terms of understanding the different board systems in India. I think especially children who move from 10th grade to 11th, 12th grade, I think that's the time when normally they try to figure out what to do. So Ananya madam will be doing this, and there cannot be a better person to do this subject on this. Then on the career choices, again, there is no specific calendar put in here because I believe all of you may not really like to take up science or humanities or commerce. So depending on what is your need, we can have more dedicated, engagement on these subjects. Again, a study abroad is something which probably all of you may not like to take up, but anybody who wants to take up these modules, of course, these are all available, and we will do that as a separate dedicated sessions at a different time, because we believe it may not be value adding to all of you. Again, about internship, this is something which is ongoing. So anyone who wants to understand more about it, I can do this on a dedicated basis later on. So that's broadly the plan for the program. I hope this is going to be interesting, holistic for all of you to pick up not just the concept, but also a lot of learning from most of the mentors who come from various backgrounds and come with the various knowledge of their own and their experiences. And as Naveen Shah mentioned, we are not here to give you GAN. It is basically both the ways. We are here to share our knowledge and expertise and experience. At the same time, we will also be learning a lot from all of you, because with every generation, I think there's something which is unique and special, which all of you are learning. So it'll be a great journey for us also as mentors to be part of this. So with that, any closing words from Naveen sir?
I think you summed it up beautifully, sir. My only thing is that in case I just overheard when Ananya ma'am was talking, and I think Ekjot was looking at, is Ekjot there? I think she was looking at some
Ekjot.
design options and all.
Yeah, I'm here.
So, yeah, so if you have any specific request or any need, you must come up on this forum, so that we have a lot of experience handling a lot of people in various fields. So personally, I have mentored a lot of students who have gone into design and to various different fields, and they're working well today. So we can definitely answer those specific customized queries of yours. So please feel free to say we would like to have a topic on this, that, and we can definitely add on relevant content as per your customized needs also. That's my only point I would like to add.
Oh, okay, sure, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Right. And any of the parents would like to say something? I mean, we have got another 5 minutes. Akshay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just wanted to come here and congratulate Dr. Misra that he thought of this, which is, I think, many parents feels a need, but they don't know where to go for probably. So, and I am one of them, and I am like very far off from the Indian country and the education system also. And for me, I was like completely blind how I'm going to approach my son, especially when he is in a completely different setup, and the kind of competition which we see in Indian context, which is not there in this place. So at the right point, actually, his Facebook content came in. I came in contact, and we started interacting, and this really, I mean, the way he has designed, it really appears very comprehensive, very holistic in terms of the parents' needs as well as the children's need. That's what I felt actually, and the way you have lined it up all, and timed it also, and that is really, I mean, a lot of thought process has gone through with, might have consulted few parents or maybe colleagues and your experience as well. I think I'm going to say that this is going to be a very good eye opener for me as well as for others, and I will try to recommend to, like, having gone through this list on a one-to-one in this platform today, I think I can recommend to many of my colleagues, my friends who are of similar age as of me, who has children of my son's age, and they are going to get a good benefit out of it. Yeah, I wish all the best to this program and to Dr. Misra for taking up this initiative, and looking forward to complete this 52 weeks in the coming days. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Akshay. Okay. Sonia, madam?
Yes, sir. I'm also equally excited to see how the program progresses, and it will be great to see how children benefit and how they transform themselves after interacting with all of you.
Right.
So all
I
the
mean,
best.
the whole objective of this program is basically to show them the rabbit holes. But getting into the rabbit holes is their work.
Yes, the discovery part is on them.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay. And Sachi, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Hi, Sachi. What do you think?
I find it very interesting because when I was teaching students, I have taught the students for entrance exams and created content for them for management and law. So when I used to interact with the students, most of the students were not aware of why they are doing preparation for the entrance exams. And less than 10% students used to get calls from various institutes. And after that, the rest of them were like, they don't know what to do. So that triggered me to pursue this career counseling course because I saw their faces and what went behind after they were not selected in the entrance exams. I feel if any student seriously wants to prepare for entrance, first they have to identify what they are, who they are, why they are preparing for the entrance. Career for me is not a gate, it's a journey. It has to be continuous improvement over and year. We need to improve ourselves. We need to increase our knowledge. We need to balance personal life, family life, academic life, and professional life. So
Absolutely.
instilling this habit in the beginning itself, if it is possible, nothing better. So my guidance for 10th and 12th, I've restricted myself to 12th standard only, though I can go beyond. But I want these people to understand first how to choose career. And it's not just career. It's understanding that balancing all the 5 areas are equally important.
Absolutely. Very well said.
And more than students, I feel parents need guidance, according to me.
Yes, you nailed it.
It's less students and more parents.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Well said. I think you have really summed it up great. And unless anybody else want to share anything, we can conclude today's program. We are right on 12 o'clock right now. Okay, I think...
I feel blessed to be a part of this group. Thank you for
No,
creating
we are
it.
all, I mean, it's a journey together. So we are grateful that you have joined. And as Akshay was mentioning, please do share about this information to people who might need this, who you feel might get benefit out of it. So we are more than welcome. We have kept the registration open still because the real class actually starts from 16th April. So today was more like an introductory class. What I can request all of you, I mean, participants as well as parents, please do share about this program to your friends and relatives who might get benefit out of this. And the more number of cohorts join this and start learning from each other, build a great community, that will be very good. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, students for joining. And see you next time on 16th, same time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.